Howdy, 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 everybody. RJ Smith here. This is the Crazy Podcast. And it's getting crazy, folks. It's getting crazy. So I'm RJ Smith. I am a criminologist, a body language expert. I've written some horror novels and some movies and stuff like that. But, now 100% all I do is my own media company. So welcome aboard. Tonight, I had a whole different show planned. However, we got to talk about what's going on in Iran right now. I'm on this website. If you want to go to it, it's Flight Radar 24. It's really accurate. You can go in any part of the world and you can look and see what the air traffic is like. So if you're getting ready to go to New York, excuse me. If you're getting ready to go to New York, you can look in New York or Boston or, Minnesota and see exactly what is happening. But here, of course, I have the Middle East. It's going down over there. I just got off 2C TV, one of my best resources, period. And they seem to think there's going to be a strike tonight. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on. But what's really interesting is when you look at the map, here's Saudi Arabia, right? Kuwait, remember that place? We went to war for that. Israel, Jordan, Syria, and of course, way over here is Iran. Now, I don't know about you guys. Look at all of these planes going around Iran. You see that? Now, a few of them still have, that's a Chinese jet. And that is, I believe, Saudi Arabia. Not sure. Let me see. Ariane. Not sure what airline that is. It says Jazeera, so I guess Jazeera Airline. So you have this one, which we just said Jazeera, just entered Iran's airspace. And you got this over here, IRM, which is a Mahan Air. Now, you might be asking, well, RJ, if something's going to happen tonight, how come you don't see any of the military planes? My friends, you cannot see the military planes when they're doing an operation. And that's the whole point of me coming here. Look at Iran's airspace. Nothing north, nothing near Tehran, except a couple planes. Probably they're letting them fly over. But you can see all the traffic here, folks, is going below where the action's going to be because the action's going to be here, right? I believe Safran's going to get a lot of action. That's down there. So you don't see any planes in here because this is expected to go crazy. Now, are we going to hit them tonight? Is Trump going to hit them tonight? Hell, I don't know. It just seems like things are moving in that direction. Yeah. So that's it. You just keep an eye on that. Look at that airspace. I can't believe that. Usually any other day you would look at this and it would be packed with all of these planes that are intentionally not flying over Iran. Now they know something. We don't know what it is, but I mean, come on. All right. So let's get out of that. We'll see what happens with that later. This one was, yeah. So Trump talked today at the economic forum, Davos. And he said that there's a massive armada, huge, gigantic, enormous flotilla heading towards Iran. That's the president's words. And sure enough, here's the Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier right there. You can see all these badass jets. Look at this. Wow. And now remember, when an aircraft carrier comes, it's not just the aircraft carrier, it's the entire battle group. So you have an aircraft carrier and you have like 9 support ships. Then you have a nuclear submarine down below I mean, this is just insane. Of course, the satellites are locked in, and I would be surprised if we take the first shot, and this is only going to happen, folks, because they started hanging their people, and that was a red line for the president. This is heating up. Now they're making all kinds of threats to Trump. He's like, doing this, get it off his shoulder. Oh my God. But yeah, the Armada is on its way. So, and it should be right now, it should be in the Arabian Sea. I think it was scheduled to be there today, but we'll keep a track on that. Yeah. As you can see, I was doing a lot of research on that. Hey, this is what's interesting though. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Tusi TV right here. Tusi TV on YouTube. They also have an app, Tusi TV. Of course, they have a website, and they should be on your Apple TV, your Google, whatever it is you have. Now, what we're looking at right here are Iranian fighter jets. Israel is on the hunt because of this.
The Iranian fighter jets were also flying on that night, and then they went back when everything calmed down. Now, apparently, according to one of the senior advisors to Ali Khamenei, which is kind of interesting, they've now directly said the relations between Iran and the US have now passed the negotiation stage.
Can I just be honest? Let me see. I want to play this for you now that I know where the spot is at. I want you to hear this. So this guy's really amazing. This is his channel. He's grew it to 1.3 million, I think now. And I just want to play a little bit. I'm not going to do too much of it because copyright. But check this out. This is the only place where I would go to get updated, real intelligence, military type of data. So check him out, and we'll just stop here and there along because I don't want to go too far. All right.
Guys, with some breaking news coming from the Middle East, the multiple international airlines have now cancelled their flights to and from the Middle East, specifically Iran and Israel. We are now also, over the last few minutes, hearing reports of Air Force activities, fighter jets flying over Tehran, the capital of Iran. We are expecting this to be the Islamic Republic Air Force, as they have taken off in the capital. Obviously, a huge number of flights now around the Persian Gulf and around the Arab countries, but inside Iran, there's...
Guys, you'll notice that earlier in the day, the air traffic was normal,
but
like everything was.
It's definitely
good.
Fewer now than earlier on. Now, it's not really just about the international airlines. It's also about what is going on the ground as we speak. So there's an official statement.
That's the official statement, huh?
From the Russian Federation. The Foreign Ministry, a spokeswoman, has now advised Russian citizens
the Russian Federation
against obviously traveling to Iran until the security situation has fully normalized.
And I wouldn't expect that to normalize until after these IRGC, let's just call them, because I don't want to get in trouble, once they are gone. Now, we have sent the biggest flotilla, airlift, Navy, I already said that, Air Force. I'm getting old, folks. I got Air Force, Army, Navy. Oh, my God. Anyway, they're all there. The biggest movement of U.S. military might since the 1900s. Go figure that one out. Yeah. It's going down, folks. Just a matter. Is it going to be tonight? And who's going to strike first? Is the U.S. going to strike first? Is Israel going to do it? Is Britain going to do it? Or will it be the Iranians? I'm not sure, because over the last few months now, you have to remember that The people of Iran, millions and millions, have been out in the streets for going on 3 weeks now. Up to 12,000 of them had been shot dead for protesting. More than 850 are scheduled to hang in public executions. Now, listen, I'm all for America first. I think it's great. Of course, it's great. But, sometimes if you want to be the leader of the free world, you have to do things. You just do. You cannot allow a regime like this, and we've never allowed it. Look at Gaddafi. Look at Bashir. I mean, you could just go right down the list and look at all of those. Saddam Hussein got hung. This isn't the first time that we've helped overthrow a government that was threatening our people, terrorists, stuff like that. So check it out.
They have also urged Russians in Iran to evacuate, to follow safety precautions, avoid taking photos and videos, and comply with local law enforcement requests. Obviously, the Russians seem to also be panicking for some reason.
Well, they're panicking because the USA is on the march. Look, guys, I always tell you, I also didn't I do something on this? I think I did something on this. I'll have to check. But I always tell you that, a lot of people think the U.S. is a pushover. It's not. When we mobilize our military, it is insane, guys. It's like, boom, I'm going to predict that we are going to take out the long-range missiles. So we're going to strike first. We're probably, since they're saying this is an extended war, not just an operation, I think they're going in to get, the clerics and the people who are killing all the Iranian people, the guard, IRGC, whatever. So yeah, man, it's going down. This is the song. This is the freedom song that everybody's singing over there. Check this out. I got closed captions there. The beast. Hell motherfucking yeah. They are celebrating already and we haven't even taken off. Yeah. I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but come on, Iran. Come on. The Iranian people, my love is out to you. We're thinking about you here in America, and we're digging it.
It's happening actually. Something's happening right now. The Islamic Republic. We might be expecting preemptive attack.
Now, I also want to bring to your attention the maybe thousands. In 1979, these people that rule Iran right now took a whole bunch of American hostages when they took over Iran from the Shah. And it took forever to get them out of captivity until Ronald Reagan was sworn in. They were immediately returned. And they didn't want any part of Reagan, just like they don't want any part of Donald Trump, to be honest with you. Look, guys, our power is so incredible. You have no idea. We have F-22s that do not show up on any radar, okay? They have a signature the size of a fly. Now, the B-2, which you remember, the F-111-17, the F-117 we had that we went after Iraq. Remember, we bombed everybody, they didn't see us? That was about the size of a small car. But now we're totally invisible. This is literally Star Wars. This is the Empire Strikes Back. I mean, we are the Federation of Planets, right? Why not? Okay, we're thinking about you. We're thinking about all Iranians. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. You can't go back inside. There's no going back from this, because if you go back from this, you're just going to be here again in 10 years. Your new generation is going to have to come up and then protest. And this is going to it's not going to stop, folks. Just let's end this right here. Yeah. Okay. So enough preaching there on that. I want to talk about this. This is quite interesting. Now, you can imagine I'm talking about this church in Minneapolis or St. Paul, Minneapolis, same thing. And so the people, it's a Christian church, okay? They were just having their regular Sunday services. And then these idiots is what they are. They're idiots, okay? These idiots decided to barge into a church while they are having service on a Sunday morning. And guess who was with them? Our friend Don Lemon. Check this out, folks.
Renee good. Renee good. Renee good.
Listen, these white people, look at them. They're all old white people, okay? They have no idea who Renee Good is or what you're talking about, okay? Believe it or not, most of the country does not give a crap at all about what's going on in Minneapolis. We just don't. I mean, we're tired. We're tired. Let law enforcement do what they have to do. I can't believe you guys are going out there and actually rioting and pushing on federal agents. That's another thing. I've done a video about that. Matter of fact, I think I set it up for tonight. Let me see here. So I can direct you in the right area. Wow, I really put that far back, huh? Oh, right. Okay, folks. Here it is. I did this a couple weeks ago. And this is about the Olympic medalist down, the skier, just like you see on my artwork here. So he was once an Olympian, but for the last few decades, he's been a drug lord that the CIA and FBI have been after forever. So I put this out about 4 weeks ago. So at one time in life, you're an Olympic snowboarder. You went down the hill, you win a medal, everything is beautiful. Then later, this happens.
Ryan Wedding is a modern-day iteration of Pablo Escobar. He's a modern-day iteration of El Chapo Guzman.
Authorities saying Wedding, who allegedly uses the names El Jefe, Giant, and Public Enemy, runs one of the world's most dangerous drug trafficking rings.
So what do you think about that? Well, some people have said to me, RJ, yeah, he's not ever going to get caught, this and that and the other. Well, guess what, folks? It's a new day in America, because I have this for you.
We have breaking news. Former Olympic snowboarder and top 10 most wanted fugitive, Ryan Wedding, now in custody. FBI Director Kash Patel just confirmed that Wedding was arrested yesterday in Mexico, where he was believed to be hiding for more than a decade.
Just to tell you how bad of a guy Ryan Wedding is, he went from an Olympic snowboarder to the largest narco trafficker in modern times. He is a modern-day El Chapo. He is a modern-day Pablo Escobar.
Wedding is facing a number of charges for allegedly moving
What?
billions of dollars worth of narcotics from Mexico into the U.S. and Canada. NBC News Chief Justice and National Affairs correspondent Kelly O'Donnell joins us now. So, Kelly, there was a $15 million reward out for Wedding's arrest. Do we know if anybody tipped off the federal agencies? And what are we learning about this effort that now has resulted in him landing in custody?
It's not uncommon for the FBI not to disclose details about a reward and if that has been decided to be distributed in some way. So we don't have an answer on that yet. But the scale of the reward is certainly something that investigators thought could bring about tips. So they did not disclose that today. It is.
So that's it. I don't want to use any more of their audio. You know, it's NBC after all. But he's been gone forever. He has been considered the white Chapo, like she said. But now he got off a plane in handcuffs and shackles with Kash Patel. And they did the perp walk, even though the perp walk was kind of like, I don't know if it was Congress. Somebody got rid of that. But, you know, how are you going to tell cops what to do? Of course not. So he's captured. That's on the roundup tonight because I thought that was interesting because we just made that video, right? And then, of course, we have the idiots of life. There's always a few. They never let you down. And they're always ready to make you smile and laugh. This time, you know how I feel about this. It's a correctional officer, okay? You know, they call them shit eaters, actually. I'm just saying. Hey, don't get mad at me. That's what they're called, okay? And, yeah, so this freaking Einstein figured, oh, you know what? I work at a female freaking prison, so I'm just going to get me some. Really? This is the biggest setup ever. That every inmate in prison looks for that. Wow. Check this out.
Investigators with the Nebraska State Patrol have arrested a former Scottsbluff County corrections officer after an investigation into a reported incident involving an inmate. On October 28, 2025, investigators at the Scottsbluff County Detention Center reviewed 2 flash drives containing videos of 55-year-old Christopher Schlosser of Scottsbluff and a female inmate entering the restroom and the detention center's laundry room, where they remained for approximately 20 minutes, according to court documents. During an interview, the inmate told investigators that she had been intimate with Schlosser on 2 separate occasions.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. If this was like real, you know, get down dirty kind of thing. Look, he's a cop. Come on, guys. This is a freaking cop. He's in prison, so he's not as smart as a cop. And he certainly doesn't have the IQ of a security guard. So that's usually where prison guards end up, in prison, right? Because all they have to do is sit there and press a button. You don't have to really worry about having an Einstein on board, right? So not only did he have sex with this woman for more than 20 minutes in a restroom, okay? And he had been romantic with her the last couple times. Now, are they advances that she wants? We don't know that, right? So we just got to look at this idiot who had a job, a career, even though it was a lowly one. You know, a thankless job, certainly. I mean, you saw those 6 prison guards in New York who, you know, just got found guilty of murder for killing that inmate I showed you a year and a half ago. So he's trying to say to the investigators, okay, now listen, investigators, okay, every entity of law enforcement has their own. He's claiming that he only spoke to her twice before and that he never touched a girl. But the girl came forward and
both occurring on the same day. Schlosser resigned from his position at the Scottsbluff County Detention Center shortly after being placed on administrative leave pending the investigation. On November 5th, 2025, investigators interviewed Schlosser a second time. He stated that he had known the inmate prior to her incarceration and that they had only talked while together in the restroom, the arrest affidavit shows. An arrest warrant was issued for Schlosser on January 16th. On Thursday, he was arrested.
Okay, so look, dumbass is going away. He's done. His career's done. He'll never be in law enforcement again, which is a good thing because you can just look at him. Just take a look at him. Look at his face. Does that look like a nice guy to you? This guy has probably done some things that I don't even want to say because then, sue me for God knows what. But, you get the drift. You know how they are. So he's done. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Wouldn't want to be you. And that brings us to this little
Getting ready to make history, NASA's mega moon rocket, starting its 4-mile journey slow. The 100-meter tall
sorry, guys. Hold on a second. All right. Now you're saying, RJ, why do you have this up? Well, don't you think it's kind of interesting that we went to the moon, okay, 60-something years ago? Why'd we stop going? I mean, we had the space shuttle. We had 4 of them until it started blowing up, right? But yeah, if we went there, they're claiming it wasn't just the first time that they actually had 18 missions. Why'd they stop going? Because by now, can you imagine the technology and stuff we would have? But for some reason, yeah, we haven't gone back. Did somebody tell us that we're on their turf? Who knows? You got to believe there's not aliens to believe it couldn't have happened. And I think we know now that there are by watching what's been going on in the last few years with the Pentagon and the military and the Congress. Everybody's admitting these things now. So check this out.
Getting ready to make history, NASA's mega moon rocket, starting its 4-mile journey to the launch pad at Cape Canaveral in Florida. Inch by inch, the rollout is painstakingly slow. The 100-meter tall rocket is being carried by a monster machine called a crawler transporter, hitting top speeds of 1 mile an hour.
Yeah, and I live here in Florida. I watch the launches all the time. It's pretty cool. It just seems weird that they're going back now. Right? Do you believe they wouldn't at all? That's a whole nother can of beans that I don't want to open on this program. But, how the hell do we know what went on, right? We have no idea what's going on. What's this? Oh, my God. So you guys, I live in Clearwater, Florida. And this is the land of Scientology. They've taken over all of downtown Clearwater. A couple of my friends I see out there, they're always protesting and stuff. This is a really weird religion, folks. I don't know if you've watched the Scientology show on Netflix. There's like a documentary. You got to watch that. I mean, who's God? The religion is what? That this fiction writer, Ron L. Hubbard, they're praying to him like a fiction writer who got a penny a word is the Lord. Oh, God, guys. Here you go. Get this going. Let me see here. There we go. Right there.
10 Tampa Bay News reporter Chris Hurst is live there tonight.
And Chris, the social media buzz comes as a group trying to prevent Scientology development downtown got another boost just hours ago.
Yeah, Dave, that's the group that's trying to thwart any effort from the Church of Scientology to acquire a small street from the city it needs in order to build a large entertainment and theater complex. But meantime, here at this motel, we spotted a Scientologist working security and asked him if he knew what was going on here.
I want to show y'all something. This is in Clearwater.
3 weeks ago, the Pinellas Podcast posted this video online showing stacks of bunk beds in an otherwise empty motel.
The bunk beds that's in them are 2 high, 3, so there's 6 beds each room.
Comments flooded, speculating where it's at and what's going on.
What the fuck? There are 2 sets of bunk beds, 3 high, for a total of 6 people in a motel room. Imagine that. I can't put it through my head. It just won't compute.
So we found the motel and also a worker wearing a Scientology shirt.
Well, honestly, right now, I'm not sure when it's going to be at. That's all I really got.
We couldn't spot any bunk beds because the drapes were closed, but saw the same setup at another hotel nearby. Property records show one is owned by a known Scientologist, the other by a developer who's partnered with Scientology.
I'm not going to bore you with all that. Let's just say they've taken over Clearwater. And yeah, it's weird. They walk around. When you see them walking around, they look like waiters. I mean, when I first moved here, excuse me, I thought they were waiters. So they, black pants, white shirt. They got that cummerbund, whatever the hell you call that thing. But yeah, so they're just taking over the world. Now, if you don't, okay, I got an email right here. It says, what is Scientology? Scientology is a working organization. In other words, it's all about the money. In order for you to attain the godlike status or to be totally ready for the aliens who they believe are coming back to get us, you have to go through this pyramid of nonstop book reading. I mean, you have to read Ron Hubbard's freaking books. I mean, they're fucking terrible, guys. Anyway, they charge you extraordinary amounts of money to be a part of this. And if you can't pay, then they stick you 6 at a time in a bedroom, in a little room like that, give you shit to eat, and work you 18 hours a day. It's a cult. And it is absolutely insane. Maybe sometime I will play that video for you. Yeah. And this is funny. This happened here in Florida. I always like putting stuff that you can laugh at. This way I don't over dramatize you. So let me set it up right here in Clearwater. There is a officer and he is chasing a freaking emu down the street. Where else could you see a freaking emu running down the street other than freaking Florida, right? Okay, check it out, guys.
He's running back southbound in the middle of the road. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Oh, gosh. Go this way. This way. This way. Go. Keep going. This way. Some big old talons. Come here. Come on. Come on. Is this where you live? I'll be honest with you. I've never handcuffed an emu before, but they'll fit around his legs, and that'll keep him from kicking. Then you go. There you go. Oh, look who's got you now.
Let me tell you something, you guys. An emu is a terror. Very dangerous. Their talons are so sharp. It's like, look, hey, we know birds come from dinosaurs, right? Emu has the goddamn dinosaur freaking claws. It's crazy. They can kill you with them.
A little closer. There we go. There's that one. Don't move. Don't move. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I got one on. Don't look at me that way. Hey, don't bite me. Don't even think about it. Don't do it. Are you done resisting? I don't want to have to charge you. Don't talk back to me.
Stop resisting.
Now
Stop
you're
resisting.
behaving, aren't you? Secured. Look at that. I have a full set of cuffs on this emu.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. He's got handcuffs on the emu.
Say hello. Oh! You ain't going nowhere now.
Oh, you guys, I love my job with you guys here. Now, I've also put out multiple videos. You can just type in the search bar flying cars. I've got a bunch of different episodes about them. This is the flying car that is the first one coming out. And I'll just give you a quick look at this. Holy shit, look at that. Obviously, California. So, yeah, okay. I get it. I totally get it. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You just turn on your huge propellers, which just looks like, the propellers that the drones have? What's this? No, no, no. No, 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 no. We're not going to show that. Yeah, so that's crazy when you think about it. You know the motors that drones have, like personal drones, PVC drones? So they have the helicopter blades, right? So that's what these flying cars doing. Same thing. What if one of them goes out or two of them goes out? And it's a battery, right? So you never know what the hell's going to happen. Okay, I got this. This is for tomorrow. I'll play it for you right now. I can see you guys don't want to leave. Okay. So the headline says it all. Man stuffed steak down his pants and again in Florida at a grocery store. God, damn Florida man never stops.
A Florida teen is facing charges after deputies say a TikTok stunt turned into a crime. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office says 18-year-old Isaac Hurley hid inside of a Walmart. He was live streaming as part of a challenge to stay in that store after it closed.
What? He was live streaming to what? So you got a burglar. Okay, so look. All right, this is Florida, guys. You don't fuck around down here. Okay, there's no protest going on down here. These people will knock your head, and the law here backs it up. So, yeah, this is crazy. All this crazy stuff going on all over the world. This is hysterical, though.
Hoping to rack up views and cash. Well, deputies were called in around 11 o'clock when workers spotted him inside on the feed online. They found Hurley sitting on the dog bed aisle and say he had also opened and taken an iPhone charger. He was arrested for burglary and petty theft and has since been released on bond.
That's not a small charge. That burglary is going to be of a business. It's going to be of a business. So that's going to be, I think it's a 5-year minimum on that for burglary. Yeah. Again, another kid messed up his life, right? So what can you do? Did you guys, I think I showed you this. Yeah, I showed you that. Okay, let's check the flight radar before we leave, see what's going on. Okay, let's just see over the U.S. Look at the U.S. Holy mackerel. Look at that. Look at this. Look at all of these goddamn planes in the U.S. I'm surprised we haven't had mass freaking crashes. But then, there's Greenland. Yeah, that's Greenland. I know it's kind of weird, but if we did somehow get military control of Greenland and Nova Scotia, we already have Alaska, which is right here. That would pretty much protect us. The whole dome would protect us, Greenland. It would get NATO countries. So, yeah, if we could get that, that'd be great. Why not? We got Puerto Rico. We got Hawaii. I mean, we bought other territories. But one territory we don't want is called Iran. Iran. And as you can see, there are some planes up there now. Let's see what we got. Dubai airplane. Ariane is still up there. Dubai. Aeroflot. Jazeera leaving the airspace. Yeah, and the funny thing is you don't see any military aircraft. That's because they turned off their ASIF. So they're invisible. Same thing that the terrorists did on 9/11 when they slammed those planes into our buildings. Once they turn off the ASIF, they're invisible. So I don't know. It's getting pretty late now. If something hasn't happened over there by now tonight, it might not happen till tomorrow. But it's getting ready to go down. So I'll see you guys right back here in the morning. That's right, in the morning. And we'll get right back to it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you guys right back here at 9 a.m. tomorrow with the top morning stories.